Good morning. We have had technical difficulties. Today what we are making is, I love flower towels because my grandma always used flower towels, and my mom, and good old farm days. So I'm using my 1.5 inch Prairie Points. Okay. And what you want to do is get your flower towels, make sure that you wash them. I get them from Sam's Club, and I get their commercial flower towels. Or you can get them on Amazon or whatever, but my favorite ones are from Sam's Club. And they will ship them to you. They don't usually have them in the store. And one thing I love about Sam's Club is they don't charge you extra money at all. Like, I think Costco is a little more expensive. So to do the Prairie Points, what you're going to need, if you want one color, you need a 6-inch strip of fabric. If you want two colors, you need 3 1/4, 3 1/4. Sew it together with a 1/4 inch seam. Okay. Then sew it all the way down, open up the seam, and then you put your ruler on top. I have these made for the 28mm rotary cutters by Clover. I have it specifically made because when you invent something, you have to know exactly what rotary cutter you're going to use. Also, you need a 3-inch wide by width of fabric strip for the border. Or if this is too wide, I'm going to try the 2.5 inch strip by width of fabric. Okay. I have glue. Okay, I measured mine and it was 29 inches, the width of this one. This one was like 27.5, so I made it 28.5. And then you want to add 1 inch extra, because each end you're going to, of your little strip, you're going to do a 1/2 inch and then put right sides out. And Lindsay put on a little thing. So all you're going to do down your little slots is you're going to cut. Okay? And you put your ruler aside. You always want your folds, spray starch. You always want your folds going the same direction, or my grandmother will slap you. And honey, she was from a farm, so she had quite the slap. I love this dotted fabric. I think it is so happy and cute. Today, make sure you comment, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. We're giving away what today, Lynn?
A mini point pusher.
Mini point pusher?
And 20% off of your...
And 20% off my 1.5 inch Q15, which is my 1.5 inch Prairie Point. Then you're going to take glue. Then you're going to fold it down and make sure that it's just perfectly down there. And this is how you get two colors. Prairie Points are usually done 1 by 1 by 1 by 1, and this is why I invented these. Because my grandmother used to go and she'd leave me a stack of fabric. She'd hand me a little square and say, when I come in, I want you to have all these done. Then I'd have them all done. And then she would tell me whether I had them perfectly done enough or not. Then I'm just going to use my hair clippies and put this down. Then you need to decide which way you want it. Do you want that color up or that color up? And I chose to do this color up. Okay. Then where the little hem is on my flower towel, I just sewed this all the way on here. And I didn't want it the wide way, I just wanted it the shorter way on this one, because this tea towel is kind of odd. I must have got this at a different place because it's not quite as thick as my other one. Okay? Then I have already measured it, so I'm going to sew a 1/2 inch on this side and a 1/2 inch on this side. Last night my hubby got up at 11 o'clock and thought it was time to get up, took a shower, got all ready, and it was 11 o'clock at night. Then my dogs vomited. So I was like, this is not a good night to sleep. So obviously I'm washing my sheets. Some nights are just better than others, girls. And happy Valentine's Day. Can't believe it's Valentine's Day. And I said to Bride, what are you bringing home for dinner? And he said, what are you cooking? I said, I think I'll take soup out of the freezer and make some rolls.
I brought ribs.
Well, Lindsay brought ribs. We're having ribs. Never mind. Thank the Lord you brought ribs. I'll make a baked potato and yippee skippy IA and have a vegetable. And she brought cookies the other day, so we are good to go. This is the 2.5 inch one. I'm trying it to see if I like it better than the 3. Then you just iron it. Right sides out. Make sure it matches on the bottom. Facebook wouldn't let us use both cameras today. Every week it's like surprise, surprise, surprise. Isn't it, Lindsay Lou?
Mm-hmm. It's hanging.
It's hanging. Can't use it, but it's hanging. Sorry about that, girls. So, what do you guys do for Valentine's Day? Once you're married 41 years, or even in Lindsay's case, 21 or whatever it is. Oh my. Then I'm going to use my 1/4 inch seam. And now all I do is put this across, matching the corners right here. There's my pins. And I did put a new needle. I'm just using an 80-12 today. I put it in when I start because I can't stand not having new needles. Grandma was very particular. She was funny. She always had flowers on the table every day of her life when it was summer. She made the most beautiful flower arrangements. I did not get that gift. She was good. I wasn't into flowers though. I don't like dirt. I think because she made me be out there. That's why I don't like dirt. I did enjoy, like, when we had newborn calves. They were pretty darn cute. Feeding those. Chickens? Not so much. They pecked you. But this would be a cute, easy gift. I already offered Lindsay one. She doesn't want it.
Not cleaning.
She's going through all of her cabinets, you guys. She's a better woman than I am. I have to say. Now you just sew it 1/4 inch all the way across. Make sure you have on your walking foot or your ADT or whatever you want to call it. My 20-year-old dog is looking pretty bad. Her nose is totally crusty. Actually, it's Brian's Yorkie. She is looking really horrible. But when I'm 100, I don't make it to 140, but she's old. Go. Okay, cut the strings. And all you gotta do is fold this. This is the 2.5 inch, and if you like it better shorter, just do the 2.5 inch. I was just checking it out because I thought, what the heck? You don't know till you try. Yeah, I like it too. I kind of like them both. And fold it up. It's a really easy way to like do your bias tape. Not quite as much work. Make sure you wash your flour towels before you use them because they will shrink. I always wash them all. I'll get like 24 of them and I wash them all and I iron them before I use them because of course once you wash them they're not gonna be, you know, with this on it, it's not gonna be all exciting and fabulous, but this part will still look good. So now all I'm going to do is glue it all the way across. That looks cute. I like the 2.5 too. I think I almost like it better. Easy, cute gift. You could do any holiday. You could do Christmas. St. Patty's is coming up. Wisconsin, where I'm from, St. Patty's was a big deal. They really party-hardied. Not so much here. We did have corned beef, cabbage, and that whole thing. Because I love corned beef and cabbage. And then you can make Reuben sandwiches. I love Reuben sandwiches. Then I'm going to put on, I call it my rudder foot. It's not my rudder foot, but I call it my rudder foot. And I'm change my stitch length to a 3.5. And I move my needle over. And let's see if I like where that's at. Move it over just. Yeah. Yeah. And I gotta move my laser light over a little more. Actually, this I think is a stitch in a ditch foot, but I really, really like this foot. I use it probably most of the time. Okay, what I'm going to do on the top of it. Now I'm going to do down the side. Back it up. Cut my threads. And voila, this is with the 2.5 inch. So whichever one you think is the cutest, here's the 3 inch, and here's the 2.5 inch. Thank you for watching. Happy Valentine's Day. You have a wonderful time, and God bless. And Connie McCoy. Please send Lindsay your address at quickpoints@gmail.com, and you will get a mini point pusher. And God bless all of you, and we'll see you next week.